So today, I'm at the Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. And one thing that's unique about this park is that there is a quarry wall here. So that'll be very interesting because it was an old limestone quarry. And also, this is the only Six Flags park that is actually kind of good theming. So that's strange, but so let's go in this park and see how it is. So let's go. Also, I'm very excited for Dr. Diabolical's Cliffhanger for some reason. Also, Iron Rattler, but more Dr. Diabolical's Cliffhanger for some reason. And we're in, and you can already tell this is going to be a very moderately themed park. It's not highly themed, I don't think, but it's pretty moderately themed. It's actually pretty good. There's also a attached water park, but sadly it's closed now because, as you can see by the Christmas decorations, it's December, so no water park for me, I guess. And of course we're gonna go on Iron Rattler first. And I love not the logo on the sign, but the logo on the lift hill. It looks so awesome to me. So let's go on Iron Rattler. Just got off of Iron Rattler. It's a really good ride, but the elements that it does do is really good, but the pauses in between the good elements is not that good. Like, the drop is good, the airtime hill after the drop is good, but then that bank turn is bad, and then it just like kind of moseys down. It's a little positive cheese, but it's not that much. Then the roll is good, and then there's the first hill after the roll is good. Then the rest of the two rolls are not good. And then the drop off the cliff again is really good, and then the tunnel's bad, and then the hump into the brake run is good. So it's just like, it's not rapid fire enough for a RMC, so I would say it's an okay RMC, but it has some pacing issues, and I guess that's because it has a quarry wall. But now it's time for my first Zamperla air race. I'm excited to experience this. I never experienced one of these. So let's see how it is. And as I said, this park is pretty good themed. I mean, for the Zamperla air race, you have like pretty awesome theming, like that's cool, and that thing's cool. And out of these things comes fire out of it. So yeah, that's cool, see? So, just got off of Daredevil Dive, Flying Machines. And Zamperla air races are awesome, except the one problem with this one is that it didn't go up the tower. But other than that, wow, it's an awesome ride. It would be nice if it went up the tower, but the colors are nice, it rides nice, it's smooth. The restraints are really heavy though, that's the only other problem. But the ride experience has awesome hang time, and you just feel like you're flying an airplane. It's awesome. Also, the fire effect is really, really, really cool. I mean, I love the fire effect. And here is one of the most beautiful parts of this park. It's awesome looking. And here we have one of the biggest roller coaster failures. Cool in concept, but just don't choose Skyline ever. But yep, big fail. Now we are gonna go on to Supergirl Skyflight, the Fun Time Starflyer that opened in 2012. Just got off of Supergirl Skyflight. It's one of the better Starflyers I've been on. It has about the same-ish cycle as Elitch Gardens, so it's a good one. But now, as you can see, I'm walking down this queue line of Superman. I forget the rest of the name. I'm just gonna call it Superman. So yeah, a B&M floorless that goes off of a cliff. How exciting. So let's go on Superman. Just got off of Superman, and it's easily the best floorless coaster I've been on so far. It definitely beats Kong. Medusa, I mean. Yeah, definitely easily beats Medusa for the best steel coaster. I mean floorless. Definitely because of the Corey wall. It's butter smooth. It's awesome. I love it. But now it's time for the Joker Carnival of Chaos. Just got off of Joker, and it definitely has the Six Flags Magic Mountain cycle, not the Great America cycle, which is sad because the Great America cycle is much better, but it's still an awesome pendulum. And Batman the Ride, the 4D free spin, is currently closed because it's getting refurbished. So, won't get on that, but I'm not that sad because it is an SNS 4D free spin. Well, Wonder Woman broke down, so I'm gonna have to do that later. But another thing that's funny is that the Larson Loop doesn't have lights, which looks really weird. As you can see, it used to have lights, but now it doesn't, so that's strange. But this side does have lights, so that's super strange. But now we're gonna go on Pandemonium. If you can see the sign down there. It broke down. Well, while we wait for Pandemonium to open, we're gonna go on Pirates of the Deep Sea. Fun fact, this used to be a Scooby-Doo dark ride, and you can kind of see it by the architecture of the building. So let's have a pirate adventure. And all the queues in this park are awesomely themed. I mean, it's so cool. Just got off of Pirates of the Deep Sea, and I got 960 points, which according to the scoreboard thing is pretty good. So otherwise it's an alright dark ride. I mean, you concentrate more on the on the shooting than the theming, but it's good themed. But compared to the rest of the park, not really. For a dark ride, which is supposed to be really good themed, so it's good. I like it. But the one complaint is that you can't see your laser, so you're just like shooting at nothing until you hit something, so that sucks. Let's go on a Six Flags announcement video ride, Spinsanity.
Coming to Fiesta, Texas in 2016. Out of control Spinsanity. Insanity. Spinsanity. Win Spinsanity. Win Spinsanity. Win Spinsanity. Spinsanity. Do Crazanity. Spinsanity. Crazanity.
Now, as I expected, Pandemonium is back open, so let's take it for a spin. Just got off of Pandemonium, and I actually don't know what they did in the Mall of America and Six Flags. I mean, not Six Flags, Worlds of Fun. I do not know, because those Pandemoniums, well, Gerstlauer spinners, not Pandemoniums, they're terrible. But the one that's St. Louis and this one, and I assume all the other Pandemoniums in the Six Flags chain, are awesome. I love them so much. It's basically the same as St. Louis, so if you rode the St. Louis one, it's basically exactly the same, so you know what it is. It's a Pandemonium clone. They spin fun. They're very, very smooth. They're awesome rides. Now it's time for another highly themed coaster, Poltergeist, so let's go. Just got off of Poltergeist. It has a similar theme to Banshee, but it's done a lot better. But the ride itself, it's interesting. It's a clone of Flight of Fear at King's Dominion, King's Island. The outside version is definitely better because they don't have a brake run, but it's just a weird layout. It's just like is full power intensity on the Cobra Roll and the Immelman, and then it just like coasts down around the structure until you go into the corkscrew. It's really weird. It's like really intense and then not intense at all. So like, what is it? I don't know. So yeah, Poltergeist, interesting ride. Now we're heading to the Batman clone that is not called Batman or Goliath anymore. It's called something I cannot pronounce, so I'm not gonna say it. But out of all the Batman clones, this one's definitely the most interesting because it has a crazy history. It's also one of 2 Batman clones in San Antonio. So that's, first of all, really strange. Second of all, this thing came from Japan. Then it moved to Six Flags New Orleans and survived the hurricane. And then it came here, and also it is a mirrored Batman clone. And the only other one that is mirrored is Six Flags St. Louis. So, quite an interesting ride. So, let's take a ride on Goliath / whatever that says. So, let's go. And I forgot to mention this is the only Batman clone of 7 rows instead of 8. And even though it went through all of that trouble, it still runs like a dream, like a B&M invert should. It doesn't sound right, but it rides right, and it's an awesome ride. It's just a Batman clone, but they're awesome. I love it. And this one's the most unique out of all of them, so I give it 5 stars. Now it's time for Boomerang Coast to Coaster. First of all, I like the color scheme. Second of all, this is my first Boomerang with vest restraints, so that'll be exciting. So let's go. Well, that's easily my favorite Boomerang of all time. That's awesome. I love that thing. Comfort colors make it... Well, comfort colors, those are uncomfortable. Vest restraints make it so awesome. I love vest restraints on Boomerangs. And also, it's like much smoother than the regular one. So I don't know if it's the train or the tracking is better on that one. But that one was awesome. That is an awesome sign. I love that sign so much. Isn't that cool? But now it's time for Dr. Diabolical's Cliffhanger, so let's go.
Diabolical's Elixir promises to deliver absolutely magical results.
Ooh, magically devastating results. Please leave while you can.
Each sample of the elixir is curated by Dr. Diabolical to uniquely treat each individual need.
You are all in grave danger. Please heed my warning. Leave this place and hope it will be.
Just got off of Dr. Diabolical's Cliffhanger. First of all, I love it because you can see SeaWorld from it, so that's cool. Steel eel view, that's awesome. B&M Rattle, non-existent, awesome ride. Color scheme, 10 out of 10, probably my favorite color scheme of every ride ever. And the ride itself is awesome. It's really cool. The drop gives awesome airtime. The Immelman is Immelman, it's alright. That roll is very interesting. It does have a jolt on the roll, but that's it. Then the brake run is kind of bad. I'm excited that Rattler won't have a brake run. And then just helixes and airtime hills. Awesome ride. So, yeah. Time for Wonder Woman. So, let's go. Just got off of Wonder Woman, and it's a clone of Railblazer. Wow, it's windy, I'm sorry. It's a clone of Railblazer, and it is so much better than Railblazer. Railblazer is rough. I know they got new trains for this one. Wow, it's so smooth, it's so fun. The only problem is the comfort color things. They're not so comfortable, but yeah, awesome ride. Now it's time for the drop tower / screen. And Scream, awesome ride, very fun. Definitely the best SNS drop tower out there. It's not that high, but it's forceful, and it's kind of a long cycle, so awesome ride. Anyway, that's it for Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. And it's a very, very interesting park. It's definitely not one of the best Six Flags parks. I would definitely take Great America, or even maybe Six Flags St. Louis. Darn, I like that place. But, yeah, it's a good park. The theming is great. But it does have a deep ride collection, but not a strong one like SeaWorld has. Also, they are very much missing a wooden coaster, and a great wooden coaster to relocate here would be Switchback at ZDT's. If they do that, I would be very impressed. Please. Anyway, that's all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and coaster it. Bye.